And that's how you do it. That's exactly how you do it. What a beautiful trade. Look at that shit go.
All right, guys. 54, as you can see. Uh, Another simple, beautiful trendline play that I always look out for every morning in conjunction with levels, right? Same thing as yesterday. I did post in my analysis. Let me see if I can find it for you guys real quick. That way we get a little transparency, right? More towards the trendline bounce. For a bounce, that's my favorite play of the day. Usually when I'm gonna wait for something like that, even if that means missing some of these other things that I set up here. Right? 5.9, per it happened pretty much spot on, right? Pretty as spot on as you can get. The only thing is that, as per my rules, how I trade, from my experience, trading anything between from 8:30 to 8:40, and then I'll trade between that time, but anything past that, I won't trade until the market opens. To me, that's gambling time. There's a lot of wish-wash back and forth. I like to get good moves extended, right? A lot of what they would call. So I didn't take that, right? It just I didn't get the confirmation. What it was something I was gonna look out for, but I guess my projection or perspective is that we rejected pretty close to where the first line was. So I wasn't gonna assume that we're gonna start switching trends right away. But this one was nice. I'd seen this. I was like, oh, I like this. I'm gonna wait for this. It's still kind of playing out. And then same thing for SPX. Not only that, like I said yesterday, I think this might have been the same wrong, but like I said yesterday in my previous video, there's a resistance, a breakout of resistance, retest, now becomes support, and we have these strong reactions or this candle that gets held above, and then we go for a long continuation. So just like yesterday, kinda, um, except with a little more patience. Like I said yesterday, the reaction that you want to get, wait for the play that is worth trading. Um, as I said before, I missed out on two trades that I had pre-written because to me this was the better trade, and then this is the one that's probably going to be the money maker for the day, right? The bigger move. So I will dismiss smaller plays, smaller moves if I see the right one is there. And it's very possible that I might not even get there. We might not even get there that day, but I'll wait for the next day for that to happen, right? So pretty much what happened was I saw the line bounce yesterday. I feel like I'm repeating myself. I like to see it literally tapped 5972. Did I write that down? I wrote down 5973 for bounces, but I don't love them. But I do 592.76, point 0.3 away, 0.24 away from what I wrote, right? But I marked it out there. I was just trying to give a whole number. But in conjunction, it works really well. Like I said, multiple what they call conflict, and that's pretty much what I went for. I missed out on the first trend line, which is okay. And I guess I can go a little more in depth as to why I skipped out on that one because it had been created, right? One, two, three. It's been touched. One another rule that I don't do is take a trade twice. So one, two, if you missed out on this, you're gambling on the next one. And what did we do on the next one? We flushed it. So I skipped out on that one. And we had strong aggressive selling after having already rejecting here, right? We got a break and retest, reject. So I wasn't gonna try to fight the trend right here. But once we had two strong red candles down and pretty much exhausted the initial move, I was ready for a pullback or jump in on the bounce, right? Especially with this here, creating this trend line and this level along with here. So as you can see with that dotted line coming across vertically, we had the SPX trend line coming and touching the level. So I'm going to assume there's going to be a lot of buyers waiting for this to happen, right? Even if only some saw the trend line and some saw the level, but you have both coming in together for this move. And I hopped in. And I will say, you will see, or you've already saw it in the beginning of the video that I hopped in, I think, a little bit early because it looked like it was gonna bounce a little bit early. I'm trying to see where it happened. And I was like right here, but I only started with one contract, right? To I'm gonna go lower to here, and as soon as we touch, I see it take off. Um, there are times where it'll pump before it gets there. This is a very strong line development over 2 days. So it could have very possibly taken off, but I've had it in the back of my head. I'm not going to full size until we get down here. And once I added, boom, you saw it, it took off. I think it was what immediately about like guaranteed $400 profit, but around six, right? And that's it. I'm done. I'm not going to continue to trade and thin myself out. As you could see, we're kind of dancing around here. I set my stop at break even. I think I got out at like 200 profit or something for the rest of the contract. But that philosophies or theories that I have about the market. If you want those kind of like in-depth perspective as to why I see what I do or do the things that I do or why I'm simply just walking away now, um, follow me on my Patreon. I'll answer personal questions there with you and provide a little more insight, especially for potential. Yeah, I mean there's other places that they'll do some live trading for you, but they'll never really answer your questions and get you to understand um, why it is the way that it is, right? So if you want simple trading, as you can see, I don't have any indicators. It's just lines, lines and volume. That's it. Simple. What's this? 5, 10, 15, about 20 minutes. Done. It's 10 a.m. I can go enjoy my day and just kind of forget about it. The longer the more likely you're probably gambling. And I have theories on that. I can talk about it, but I'm gonna end it right there. Another awesome day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.